All right, guys. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Beautiful day here in San Diego, by the way. Nice weather. I'm talking fast because I want to make this video fast. We're just going to get to the meat of things here, but I hope you all are doing well. So, as you can see on screen, we've got the conference championship series going on between the Copperheads and the Warriors, and the Saints and the Sixers. And down here on the message form, you're going to see the um, the current results from the games. And we'll just take a look here. You got right now the Saints are trailing the Sixers 109 to 144. That's looking ugly. And then you've got Carolina getting smashed by the Warriors 139 to 96. Okay, that being said, let's just go over here to Players tab and let's pull up some information. We've got the Copperheads this period right now. Let's see, I'm just sorting on the season stats, and I'm going to look at the schedule. I'm going to get a setup for the current schedule, the current week. Okay, here we go. The current game period, which is Monday through Thursday night games. Here's something you got to notice about the Copperheads. Nikola Jokic is not played yet in this series. So the Copperheads are getting smashed, but they haven't got their best player on the court yet. And he plays tonight against the Boston Celtics. It's his lone game of the period. And if he kills it, and he usually does, but if he especially kills it, it could it could change the complexity or the it could change the overall game here between the Warriors and the Copperheads. I'm trying to speak fast, guys, so I get a little bit scrambled because I just want to get this through really quick. I want to, just make a video that you guys can listen to and not want to tune me out. Okay, so that's a big thing to look at. Even though the Warriors are up big right now, the fact that Nikola Jokic hasn't played yet in this game, that's something to consider. And Thursday night games, you've got a lot of players playing for the Copperheads. You also have a lot of guys playing tonight. So it will be interesting. If you look at the Warriors real quick, let's move over to them. I'm not right off the top of my head seeing any one game performers. So the Warriors are going to fall back on their averages. Luka Doncic has played yesterday. He's off tonight. He plays on Thursday night in Phoenix. So a lot of things can happen here. And I just saw this. Donovan Mitchell. Wow. He's not going to play. Well, here's the deal. Mitchell is out tonight, I guess, but it's a back to back. That makes sense. They do this in the NBA all the time right now. Whenever they have a back to back game, they'll often hold a key player out. So I think because Mitchell's a little sore in the abdomen, they're just like, we're playing at Milwaukee. We'll just hold him out. He'll be back in time for the next series, I'm sure. Let's have a look here. He doesn't play again until Friday. And even if he took that game off, I don't think he would, though, because it's against Detroit. That's like a major opponent. I think he's going to play there. But even if he missed that game and they played him against Brooklyn, that's all the better for the Warriors because it's like a one game in the period situation for Mitchell. And if he kills it in that one game, well, then the Warriors stand to gain from that. Now, of course, if he doesn't kill it and he sucks in that game, then that's going to be a problem. And the Saints, that's my team. We had that kind of situation come up this period. Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson only had one game during this period, a Monday through Thursday period. They had that rare situation where all they played was one game. All they had to do was kill it in one game, and they were both terrible. Josh Hart was bad. Jalen Brunson was bad, and it's really hurting us in our game against the Sixers. There is one thing, though, now that I'm on my team. We got Kawhi Leonard playing on Thursday night, and he's had a lot of time off. And we all know that Kawhi Leonard can kill it, on any individual game basis. Look at these scores lately. On the 22nd of February, 27 fantasy points in 33 minutes. He had 19 fantasy points in 31 minutes on the 20th. He didn't do too well on the 19th, but before that on the 11th, 22 points, 33 minutes. So Kawhi Leonard is the factor for the Saints, although we are in some trouble here against the Sixers because they have quite a good lead on us. Let's go check out their team. Jalen Johnson has a hip flexor issue. And who knows about that one? I just was talking to Jeff Just today, texting with him, and I was saying, well, I think he'll be back. It's not a hamstring, it's not an ankle, but he pointed out that hip flexors are no joke either. And actually, I agree with that because I've had a hip flexor issue the last few weeks. I just kind of pulled. I took a step. I took a misstep at work. I kind of raised my leg over something a little. I took a high step. I was moving too fast, and I strained my flexor. And man, that thing kept me from being able to tie my shoe. Without pain. I had to be really careful about bending down to tie my shoe. I couldn't just do whatever I wanted, and I'm not used to that. I've usually been a pretty healthy guy. I've had some injuries, but um, I overestimate my health. I'm getting older, and little things can kill you. And so I have healed it. My hip flexor is doing better right now, but I have to be careful on it still because I know I could re-aggravate that thing, and it makes everything just worse. So yeah, Jalen Johnson, if he's out, that's a problem because that's the best player for the Sixers. All right. So other than that, I just wanted to make this video really quick to talk about schedules and stuff. And as you can see here, Johnson might not be a factor this week. He doesn't play tonight, so he might play tomorrow night. But honestly, the Sixers are doing fine in this series right now. Johnson plays power forward for them. And let's just have a real quick look at the box score and see where Philly's doing with the power forward position. Bazelis had a really good game. Modest Bazelis had a good game. Noah Clowney had a good game. Jalen Tyson, not too bad for them. So they survived the Jalen Johnson injury scare. They need him for the rest of the series, of course, but I mean, they might be able to get through this game because the Saints struggled so badly from the guard position with Josh Hart putting up just a .26 fantasy points per minute, and Josh Giddey just completely disappeared. .08. I mean, he just didn't even show up in the box score. And then we had Jalen Brunson at a .17. The Saints' front court has performed pretty well in this series, but the guards are just failing us. So we're going to really need Kawhi Leonard to pick up the slack on Thursday night. That's the importance of one game played in a period. It could be a make or break situation. So that's something to look at when you look at this league. Again, guys, if you haven't watched my recent videos, go to the player tabs, sort out by period, and you can see how your guys are doing in the game period. Use that player tab and you can monitor your team's success really well in this league. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to ramble any longer. Good luck to everybody in the rest of the conference championships. We're in game one. Tomorrow night is the final game of the period, and then we start game two, Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. And if needed, we play into next week, Monday through Thursday, and then we're on to the finals. Should be a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. It is what it is. We're all playing by the same rules. So I get it. You might be disappointed that things went down wrong for you. You've been healthy all year and all of a sudden somebody gets hurt. That sucks, but it is what it is. We're all playing by the same rules. So good luck to everybody. Should be a lot of fun. Talk to you later.